going into the woods was my sacred place. And I felt like I was connected to the trees. I could feel them. And so that day, actually, I went on a mountain bike adventure, and on my way home, I hit a jump that I had hit many times before. And I had noticed once I hit that jump that it was too late, because somebody had actually built it up maybe twice as big as what it was before. And it had a curvature just almost like straight up like that. And as soon as I hit the jump, I knew it. I said, that's it. I'm gone. This is it. And I came down on my front tire, my handlebars, then my head, and then I rolled over on my back, and it was just like a thump on my back, and it was lights out.
What was the physiological thing that happened that killed you?
The physiological thing?
Yeah, I mean, did you die at that point? It was when you hit your back. Did you die? Is that when you died?
Yeah, that's when I died.
Like head injury, or what was the thing?
Well, I had a severe concussion. I didn't know until later on what had happened to me physically. But at that moment, I'm guessing that it was probably the head injury that put me out.
Okay.
And yeah, the next thing I remember, it wasn't my body like an astral experience where you take your body. That's not how it felt. I don't know if you've had anything like that before, but it was basically like me as my consciousness hanging out at the tops of the redwood trees.
Okay.
And I just felt like, oh, okay, just a familiarity with like, oh, okay, and it just was like calm. And I remember looking down at my body and seeing my body just kind of wrapped up. And I was there. I don't, again, time it's very hard. It's very fluid. But I remember seeing the detail and the beauty around me, the trees, just the detail of the little pine needles of the redwood trees. I don't know if you've seen redwood trees before, but they're very tall, and at the top they have kind of like this, like a crown, basically. So I was up there hanging out with them, and I just remember, again, I remember feeling myself, and I remember feeling calm, and I just felt this peace that was like this quietness. And then I started to focus on objects around me. Like I could see the ocean far out in the distance, and I could hear the waves. I could feel like the wind blowing through me, or whatever I was as, and I could hear birds like way out into the distance, and dogs bark. I don't know how far away. And then it was kind of an awareness, basically, of me saying, oh, okay, do you want to stay, or do you want to go further? Like, do you want to go further and explore? And at that moment, I was like, no, I'm not ready to die. And as soon as I said that, I was back in my body.
Okay.
My eyes opened at that point. And then I felt a tremendous amount of pain. It was just, I can't even describe. It just was like, why did I just decide to do this? But I was aware, but I was in so much pain that I wasn't like fully conscious. My eyes were kind of fuzzy. I actually remember seeing little fairies around me floating around. I felt the presence of the trees very strong. It was like they were right there with me. I could almost hear them. It sounded like almost like a Tibetan singing bowl. It was like this ringing sound, and I knew that it was the trees. And I don't know how long that was, but I was having trouble breathing because I was back in my body. And I know that I had knocked my breath out. And at that point, I was out.